Good morning, viewers. I welcome you all to this fresh episode of Sunshine Classes. Today, I have brought for you 15 questions on idioms and phrases. It's a common appeal to all my aspirants that if you want to score good marks in English, then you have to have a proper knowledge of idioms and phrases. Speaking English, reading English, writing English becomes very easy if you have a master's in idioms and phrases. So today let us assess ourselves. I am here with a set of 15 questions on idioms and phrases. All the questions will be accompanied by 4 options. What you are supposed to do is that you have to read the sentence very carefully. You have to find out the best option out of these 4 options given, and then you check how many marks do you score out of this 15. So, best wishes to you all, and let us start our today's program. The very first question on idioms and phrases is, he went on sowing wild oats, he reaped suffering in his later life. Here the bold phrase is sowing wild oats. So you have to find out the best meaning of this sowing wild oats. The options are inviting troubles as a boy, option B warning others as a young man, option C irresponsible pleasure seeking in young age, option D sowing gains called oats when young. Now my friends, let me share one clue with you. You may find that how much you read these idioms and phrases, but all the questions may not come common to you. So in that case, there is one option left for us, that is elimination. If you go through the question very carefully, then you can find that this particular idioms and phrases, it is not suitable for all the options. You just wipe out those options and just go ahead with the option which matches it very much. Here in the sentence itself, you can see that in the second half, in the second clause itself, it is written that he reaped suffering in his later life. So just think about that thing. When does a person suffer in his later life? If he does some evil or some irresponsible work in his earlier life, then only he suffers in his later life. And we have a very ready option for that. Option number C, irresponsible pleasure seeking in young age. So if someone seeks irresponsible pleasure in his young age, then only he suffers in his later life. So your answer will be option C. So how many of you have given answer C as your option? They have already scored 1 mark. Now let us move on to question number 2. I don't know why she has become standoffish recently. So what is the nearest meaning of this standoffish? Option A, angry, option B, hilarious, option C, indifferent, option D, unmanageable. So if you go by the idiomatic meaning of standoffish, you will find that someone who is unfriendly, someone who is distant and very cold in behavior and manner, he is cold, he is standoffish. So here, someone who is unfriendly, someone who is cold and distant in manner, that means someone who is indifferent in his attitude, a kind of selfish person is standoffish. So answer will be option C, indifferent. Question number 3. Why don't you put an end to blowing your own trumpet? Blow your own trumpet, if you go by its Bengali meaning, there is a very popular proverb in Bengali which goes this way, Nijer dhak nijei petano. When someone praises himself very much, I can do this thing, I can do that thing, I know everything, without any consideration of the matter that whether others like it or not, whether others appreciate him or not, he goes on praising himself. This is called blowing one's own trumpet. So let us check the options. Option number A, playing your own trumpet to produce music. Option B, making too much noise. Option C, praising your own abilities and achievements. Option D, none of ever. So when you yourself praise your abilities and achievements, to make a show off before others, then it becomes blowing your own trumpet. So answer will be option number C. Then question number 4. I know he had an axe to grind and turned down his offer to help. I know he had an axe to grind. The different options available are a blunt axe, option B a sharp tongue, option C a private interest to serve, option D tendency to fight. So what is the idiomatic meaning of an axe to grind? If you have an axe to grind, that means you are selfish somewhat. A selfish person never thinks of other persons. He always tries to satisfy his own means, his own interest. So here someone who has his own interest, someone who is selfish in attitude and manner, he has an axe to grind. So your answer will be option C, a private interest to serve. So in all the 4 questions we find that the answers come option C. Now let us check what happens with question number 5. The saint's life was an open book. Bengali meaning khola pata. When someone's life is an open book, then it means that there is no secrecy in his life. His life is open to all. His life is transparent to all. There is no secrecy in somebody's life. So your answer will be option A is an uncompleted one. Option B, one that held no secrets. Option C, an example to all. Option D, an interesting biography. So what will be the option? I know you are, yes, absolutely you are right. What you thinking is right. It matches with me. Answer will be option number B, one that held no secrets. So here there is a change in the option. Out of the first 4 questions, all the answers were option C. Here in 5 we say that answer is question option number B. So please check out of these 5 questions how much you have scored so far. I will be happy if you score 5 out of 5. So now let us move on to our question number 6. That is the luxury car that they bought turned out to be a white elephant. Luxury car, a car which is very expensive, they bought, now it becomes a white elephant to them. Now what is white elephant? Option A rare article. Option B, useful mode of transport. Option C, costly or troublesome possession. And option D, a proud possession. Elephant is easy to purchase, but it's very difficult to make a maintenance of the elephant throughout the year. And if it is a white elephant, which is a very rare species, then it becomes very much difficult for an ordinary person to have the maintenance cost of such a white elephant. So such thing which is of no use to us but very costly to maintain, it becomes white elephant. So let us check the options we have with us. Options are a rare article, option B useful mode of transport, option C costly or troublesome possession. So answer is option C. Option C is your answer. I hope you have also chosen option C as your answer. Now question number 7. If you are fair and square in your work, you will definitely prosper. A person who is transparent in his work or in his deal, he is fair and square. A person, if he is honest, then only he is transparent, then only he is fair and square. So answer will be option number B, honest. Question number 8. There is no love lost between any 2 neighboring countries in the world. No love lost between. Options are stop loving, not on good terms, forming a group, have good understanding. Like you take the example of India and Pakistan, they are neighboring countries, but India and Pakistan, they are neighboring countries, but there is no love lost between India and Pakistan. That means there is no good relation between India and Pakistan. Whenever there is no good relation between 2 teams, then it says that no love lost between. So your answer will be option B, not on good terms. Let us move on to question number 9. The heavy downpour played havoc in the coastal area. So coastal area often experiences havoc rain or huge rain. So whenever there is huge rain in any coastal area, it brings some destruction. It brings some effect on the agricultural produce, on the agriculturals. So here it is said that the heavy downpour played havoc. So what will be the synonym or the idiomatic meaning of played havoc? Options are given: caused destruction, caused diseases, caused floods, caused hardship. I have already mentioned here that whenever there is any sort of destruction, that only means that caused havoc or wreak havoc. So your answer will be option A. Question number 10. To have a green thumb means, see here there is no sentence has been given. Only the idiomatic expression has been given, a green thumb, and you have to answer what does it mean. So be prepared for this sort of questions also. And the options are: once nails are painted green, no, it's not the answer. One is artistic, again it's not the answer. To have a natural interest in gardening, option C, and option D is one has a green tattoo on the thumb. Yes, you can easily find out the correct option, that is option number C. A person who has a natural interest for gardening, a person who loves green plants, green nurseries, he has a green thumb. So to have a natural interest in gardening will be your answer. We have already passed our 10 questions. I am hopeful that most of the questions are common to you and you have been able to score 10 on 10. If you also manage to score 7 on 10, then also it's a very good mark. Now let us move on from 11 to 15. Question number 11. The failure of crops in successive years put the farmers in a tight corner. Now just think of the situation. You are passing through a lane and you find a bull before you, and the bull is running towards you. So what you will do? You will try to escape yourself from the bull and you will also run. But when if the lane is blind and you have no route to escape, you find yourself in a tight corner. There is no way out and the bull is running towards you. So when the situation is difficult, it becomes a tight corner. Your options are: in a closed room, in a small field, in a difficult situation, in a meadow. So what will be the answer? I have already discussed that thing. Whenever the situation is not favorable, whenever the situation is difficult, then you are in a tight corner. It's not right corner, it's tight corner. So answer will be option C, in a difficult situation. Question number 12. Let's check. The efforts to trace the culprit was a wild goose chase. Wild goose chase. Options are: fruitful hunting, futile search, ideal seeking, and genuine effort. My friend, it is very tough to chase a goose, and if it is wild, then it is very tough. So you are chasing it, but you will never be able to capture it. So such an effort which is fruitless, which is a failed attempt, is known as wild goose chase. So your answer will be option B, futile search. Fruitless effort is your answer. So answer to question number 12 is option B. Question number 13. The story doesn't hold water. So the story which has been narrated to you by some of your friends doesn't hold water. Now what are the options available for it? Doesn't deserve appreciation. Option B, doesn't fulfill the requirements. Option C, cannot be believed. And option D, cannot be valued. So doesn't hold water means something which is not valid, which cannot be believed. So answer is option C, cannot be believed. Option C is your answer. Question number 14. Raj couldn't pay the bill, so he asked the owner to put it on the cuff. Whenever you say that put it on the cuff, that means put it on credit. And let us check the options. Option A, on credit. Option B, against his credit card. Option C, in his bank account. Option D, in his friend's account. So we already get the answer. Answer is option A, on credit. Last question of the day. His statement is out and out a lie. Out and out. Options are totally, option B simply, option C merely, option D slightly. Out and out means absolutely, totally. You are out and out right, means you are absolutely right, you are perfectly right, you are totally right. And his statement is out and out a lie, means it is absolutely lie, it is totally lie. So answer will be option A. So I have narrated all the 15 questions to you and also the answers. Let us check the answers again. Question number 1, answer is option C. Question number 2, answer is option C. Question number 3, answer is C. 4, answer C. 5, option B. 6, option C. 7, option B. 8, option B. 9, option A. 10, option C. 11, option C. 12, B. 13, C. 14A, 15A. Hope this class has been useful to you. Please, if you like the class, do share with your friends and tell also others to subscribe our channel. We shall be back to you very soon with fresh episodes of videos. Thank you. God bless us all.